Good morning. Welcome to Shane Marcus John's book reviews. Today we'll be reviewing, as you can see, Nerd Camp by I can't say it, but I know the name. It's Elissa Brent Weissman. Weissman. I'm not sure how to. I don't know. Pronounce the name. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Probably. Anyway, her first name is Elissa. I'm sure of that. So this book, as you can probably guess from the drawings and stuff like that, is something like a nerd book about nerds. You know, to see from the drawing, the fonts also, that is kind of about nerds. The camp just shows like wood to show campfire. And why am I iterating all this to you? To let you understand the book more, of course. So yeah, that's the book, Nerd Camp. As you can see, let's go to the back and see what it says. Sax likes me, so is a summary from the book. Sax likes me so far, Gabe reminded himself. Sax can't be a total geek, right? I'm going to have tons of nerdy things to report from camp. Wouldn't have to lie when he wrote Sack. He'd just have to be careful and logical, he thought. So, from here we can figure out Gabe is probably the protagonist of this story, and he met someone called Sack. I know who he is, but I'm not iterating thus far. I'll tell you later. So he probably Zack is probably like considered in the book hip, someone like I don't know, LA hip, blah 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 blah. Yes, I took that from the front of the page. So Gabe is probably since he's kind of a nerd, he's trying to impress Zack, so it's probably a new friend or someone he wants to make friends with. So he's going to camp, and when he writes letters, I think he wants to tell Zack that he's not a nerd. So mostly away camp. It's a summer center for gifted enrichment. Yeah, so from this we can totally summarize the story. So who is Zack? That's what we'll find out here. Blah blah blah. Was Gabe really a geek? He's never thought about it much. But as before he met Zack, his hip LA cool soon-to-be stepbrother. Oh no. Now everything about Gabe suddenly seems geeky squared. What if Zack thinks that Gabe is not only a nerd, but just a nerd? So, like for Gabe, a wild summer at camp is the perfect way to test his hypothesis on nerdiness. So that's so it's going for SCGE. The Summer Center for Gifted Enrichment. Mainly sometimes called by others as the Smart Camp for Geeks and Eggheads. So, who thinks that really, if it, personally, I wouldn't call it that. I would say, I want to go there. I want to go there. What? It's Jeopardy. Oh my God. You know something? You know what? I'll tell that in probably like a bonus feature. So not now. So let's close the book now. Oh my. Okay. So yeah, that's technically this book. I've already read this, so the story is pretty interesting. It's not only about Zack, but also it does iterate on his adventures at camp equally as much as talking to Zack. So yeah, that's good news. It's actually nice to look at, even though there's no pictures, but the font is actually pretty good. That's one thing I do like about books. They have good not graphics fonts, like like this kind of the only pictures in the story is for every single chapter. So that's spoiler. So that also might be a spoiler, but uh, yeah. So font is sometimes an important feature for me because it needs to be good for me to look at. So that's also a plus on that side. Um, what else? Um, the idea, yeah, the idea is also pretty well established. It's perfectly brought out. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good book. From my point of view, I'll rate 8 out of 10. It wasn't the best book I read, but if you ask me, I would definitely recommend it to you. Yeah, so thanks for watching Shane Mark Stone's book reviews, and see you next time.